Previously on Pokemon LeafGreen. Welcome to my Let's Play of Pokemon LeafGreen, my challenge run. My name, spoilers, is not Phoenixruler. It is actually Jaw. Which one am I going to choose? I am going to choose Bulbasaur. It is a Pidgey. I am going to name the Pidgey Jet. A Mankey, nice! Go ahead and name it George. Hello guys, it is Phoenixruler here, and welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. As I said I would do in the last episode, I trained my Pokemon off screen, and I actually did go see our mom to get healed, so our mom's out of the picture. And now I am actually going to use the Viridian City Pokemon Center to heal. So both of our early healing options now are kind of out of the way. But it was worth it to train because we got some pretty good progress. And to show our potions, we are now down to only 2 potions. So that was quite a training session. A lot of things got sacrificed and whatnot. But and by sacrifice I mean potions in our healing spots. But you know, that's alright. So I'm gonna just show the progress of our training. So George the Mankey is now level 9 with the moveset Scratch, Leer, and Low Kick. Nectar, the Bulbasaur the Nectar, however you want to say that, is now level 10 with the moveset Tackle, Growl, Leech Seed, and Vine Whip. And finally, Jet the Pidgey is now level 10 with the moveset Tackle, Sand Attack, and Gust. So, that was what I did off screen. Like I said, I did go see our mom, and we just used the Viridian City Pokemon Center. So, we are going to go ahead, and we're ready to fight Blue. So, let's get our Pidgey out in front there, and hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully there's no crazy critical hits on that Blue gets to us, because that would suck. I spent a lot of time training these things up, so I really don't want any of them to faint, but I think we're in fairly decent shape. Hopefully that doesn't jinx it, but you know, I think our Pokemon are pretty good. So he's going to challenge us to a battle, and let's hope we can do well. Alright, here we go. He's going to send out his level 9 Pidgey, and I'm going to send out my level 10 Pidgey. And I'm going to go for Gust. Hopefully this Gust does a nice amount of damage. It does a fairly decent chunk. Oh, no! Screw you, critical hit! Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Okay, so that brought our Pidgey down to 8 HP. So I don't know. I don't want our Pidgey fighting this Charmander. I don't think that Charmander has Ember. So I'm gonna try Leech Seeding it with Nectar just to help drain its health down a little bit. And then we'll see what we have to do from there. I want my Pidgey, though, for Viridian Forest. It's going to help with those bugs a lot, so. Anyways, let's go for that Leech Seed. Scratch does nothing at all, so that's really nice. You got the Leech Seed on you. That's nice. That fully healed me, so I'm going to go for a Tackle. Scratch does 3 HP, but I'm going to keep getting my health back from that Leech Seed, which is really nice. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have Ember. I think it learns it at level 10. That's when we learned Vine Whip, so that's what I'm guessing. So I think we're in really good shape right now, actually, because that Charmander can't really do anything to our Bulbasaur because we keep healing it back with Leech Seed. So Leech Seed is coming in handy. Very nice. Let's tackle it. Brings it down to, like, probably 1 HP. Yeah, 1 HP, and it's dead. And awesome! We defeated Blue, and we did not lose any Pokemon. That was really nice. That couldn't have went too much better. Maybe without that critical hit, but hey, I'm not going to be too greedy. That was awesome. I really like the way that worked out. So, Blue is now defeated. And I'm going to go ahead and give a potion to Pidgey. Because, well, I need Pidgey, and I don't want it to die, so that's pretty much pretty much my reasoning for that. Pretty self-explanatory there. One thing I do want to mention that I forgot to mention in my rule video is level caps. I am at one point never allowed. Well, sorry, interrupt that thought for a second. We have an old man here that is actually going to tell us how to capture a Pokemon. So, since we already know how to do that, while he does that, I'll say what I was saying before. At one point, I am never allowed to be 5 levels higher than the gym leader's toughest Pokemon. So, for the gym coming up, the highest level is level 14, so my Pokemon cannot surpass level 19. If I'm battling the gym leader and then they happen to grow to, like, say, level 20, that's a different story. But, like, if mine are level 20 before I enter the first gym, and then I'm not allowed to use it. But I don't think we need to worry about that, because they're nowhere close to that. But that's kind of a little tidbit there. And then for the Elite Four, same thing applies, except it's going to be 10 levels, because the Elite Four is a bit tougher. Anyways, he gives us the Teachy TV, which basically, if you're just starting out, the Teachy TV shows you a bunch of tutorials here. So we're going to boot it up, and it's like, teach me how to battle, what are status problems, what are type matchups, I want to catch a Pokemon, so all of that stuff. Nothing really to see there. When I was younger, the trainer in the Teachy TV had a Butterfree, and I always thought, hey, is he in the game? Because I want to battle him. Obviously, you can't battle him, but that would have been cool, actually. Anyways, regardless, Route 2, which is a new route. So what does this mean? Well, that means we can capture a new Pokemon, so let's see what we get here. Alright, and we find a Weedle. Interesting. Alright. So Weedle is on up here. I'm going to use Tackle because Gust would definitely one-hit kill this thing. He's going to go for Poison Sting. Okay, good, it didn't poison. And that reminds me, I want to go ahead and pick up an antidote or two. Because if you're only familiar with some of the newer Pokemon games, outside of battle, poison does not kill you at all. But I think it was from Platinum and games before Platinum. If you're poisoned and outside of battle when you're walking, you lose HP and you can actually die. So, yes, they were a lot harsher with that, back then. So, I have to watch out for poison. And I did not nickname that Weedle, that was my mistake. When we hit the name rater, I will go ahead and nickname that Weedle, but it's okay, because Weedle's going in the spare box right now, because I really don't want to use Weedle right now. A nice Pokemon for spare, but I think our 3 Pokemon right now are good, and if I catch anything really awesome in Viridian Forest, that'd be awesome. The main thing I'm looking for in Viridian Forest, like, it's only, I think, a 5% chance, but would be awesome, would be a Pikachu. So if we can actually get a Pikachu in Viridian Forest as our first encounter, that would be just completely awesome, but I'm not holding my breath for it, because, like I said, it's only like a 5% chance. Anyways, our Weedle is now in the spare box there, and I'm actually going to quickly go to the Pokemon Center, using what little money we have, because Blue gave us some money when we defeated him, and hopefully we can purchase an antidote, just in case we get poisoned, because I don't want that to happen, because I can't go to the Pokemon Center, so really the only way to heal that is an antidote. So I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase 2, just in case, and I'm not expecting much trouble in Viridian Forest, not with our Jet having Gust, but still better to be safe than sorry. Anyway, so we are finally ready to head on up here and go into Viridian Forest. So we just gotta pass Route 2 here. I'll avoid this grass, I don't want any random wild encounters. And enter this little building here. And then, welcome to Viridian Forest. Alright, so, talk to this guy. He came with some friend to catch bug Pokemon. So, I'm actually going to just run up here, encounter our first Pokemon, and, oops, sorry about that. And it is a Kakuna. So, that is the evolved form of Weedle, if you did not know. And that brings me to another point I forgot to mention. If I encounter a Pokemon that I have already caught, I am allowed to catch a different Pokemon. But this is a Kakuna, and technically that was a Weedle. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think this will count as my encounter. So I'll go ahead and capture this Kakuna, and I'll put it in spare when we hit the next town there. But yeah, but just saying, if I say encounter another Pidgey and it's the first Pokemon on a route, then I can catch another one, because we don't want to use the same Pokemon over and over again. I think that's pretty standard through something. I don't know if all runs do that, but I feel like that's a fair rule. But you can leave in the comments below what you think, and then I'll take into consideration what you have to say about that. Anyways, so we caught our Pokemon there. That was a Kakuna. Talked to this guy. He's just talking about Pokeballs. He ran out. And over here we can see a Pokeball. Random wild Pokemon is random. So if this was the first encounter, then we could capture something else, but whatever. We found a potion over here, which is very nice, because we were running really low on our potions. Really low. And that is a Metapod. So let's get rid of that. Also, one rule I should state, highly unlikely, but you never know. If I encounter a shiny Pokemon, I am allowed to capture that. I'm not allowed to use it, but I am allowed to capture that, though. So anyways, that's kind of the last thing I think I forgot to mention. They're all really small things, so I didn't include them in the rules video, but whatever. Anyways, we got our first trainer here. I guess I'll show this, because this is really our first trainer battle that's not with our rivals, so I'll show this, but most trainer battles I'm going to probably cut out. And say I'm facing a random trainer that I'm cutting out, and a Pokemon dies, then I'll just probably show a little clip of it after. So yeah, nothing really too serious there, and I keep hitting those buttons. I apologize about that. I am playing on the GameCube with the attachment that allows me to play Game Boy games on it, and I always hit L and R on the GameCube remote just out of like reaction. Like I just always hit it, and then that pops up. So I apologize. I'm trying hard not to do that, but it might happen from now and then. Anyways, we defeated the bug catcher. We got some money. I want a little bit more money than that, however, because we are going to need to stock up on supplies. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fight these trainers, and I'll see you, I guess, when they're done. Alright, so no trouble at all with that guy. Beat him in one hit with everything. We found an antidote, but I guess I didn't need to buy those ones, but I wanted to. I think over here's an item. I'm going to check, because if there is free items in this run would be a helpful thing. I don't know if there 100% is, though. Encountered a Weedle. Let's go ahead and run away from that thing. That little bug. And there is no item. And I don't know if I skipped a trainer up there. I kind of want to get as much experience as possible, so sorry about that random little wild Pokemon there. Let's just go up here, see if I missed a train. Wild Pokemon galore. Usually, when I would hit Pewter City, I would go spend my money on Repel so we wouldn't have to deal with this. But I have to spend my money very wisely in this game, so I don't think Repels will be a very viable option. Anyway, see you guys in a second when I beat this guy. Once again, no problem there. So we'll head back this way and just pretty much finish up Viridian Forest. This would be a lot more annoying if I did not have Pidgey, because I would not be able to fly through this, and I think it would cause a lot of trouble. So I'm really glad we do have Pidgey. I'm gonna fight this guy. See you guys in a second. Once again, no problem. Our Pidgey leveled up, and it learned Quick Attack, so that's pretty cool. It's always nice to have more moves, because when we get later into the game, when Pokemon Centers, when I have to think really hard about if I want to use a Pokemon Center or not, the PP is definitely a huge factor, so the more moves I can get, the better, I think. Yeah, at one point, I was actually thinking of doing this run with the additional Nuzlocke rule of no fleeing from wild Pokemon, and I was actually doing testing just to see if that idea would work out, and it actually didn't work out. And the only reason it didn't work out, it's not that I kept dying or anything, it's the PP. I kept running out of PP because I couldn't flee from wild Pokemon, so each time I had to use an attack to defeat them, and it just got to the point where I was running out of PP and I couldn't really do anything. So I decided to get rid of that rule in general. I still think this run's going to be plenty challenging enough, but I found that was just a little bit too hard, a bit too challenging, and it just wasn't fun. I want to have fun with this run, but yeah, that just didn't make it fun. So anyways, really simple to beat this guy. I think that was the last trainer on our way out here. Well, I guess a wild Pokemon has something to say about that. A Kakuna, our first Pokemon we encounter in here, and our last Pokemon when we leave. So let's just run away from that guy, and we are done. We are done with Viridian Forest, which is nice, and we are here back on Route 2. This is not a new route. This is the same route before Viridian Forest, so I cannot catch a Pokemon here. Just so you know. And welcome to Pewter City. Here is a Pokemon Center. I'm not going to heal in this Pokemon Center. I am just going to drop off that Kakuna in the spare box right now, because I don't want to use it right now. So let's go ahead and do that. And, oop, did not mean to do that. There we go. And Kakuna is in spare, and there we go. Excellent. Okay, so let's get out of the Pokemon Center here, and let's go visit the Pokemart, because we did get a little bit of money through Viridian Forest, not a lot, but I want to see what I can get in here, because we are about to face a gym. Potion, I have enough for one. How many potions do I have? 3. You know what, honestly, I think that's fine. What I do need to buy, though, are Pokeballs, so let's stock up on 2. We are running low on money, which is definitely unfortunate. Hopefully the gym can definitely help with that. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, he's just telling us about fossils. That's all fine. And over here, that is the museum. We could go in there later, but I have to spend money to get in there, and we all know I kind of need money at the moment. Anyways, so this is the Pokemon gym with the rock-solid trainers. So let's enter our very first gym, and I don't want Pidgey up front. How do I want to tackle this? Our Pokemon actually are a bit underleveled, so I am a little bit nervous right now. My one complaint is I don't want to go off screen and train and then have to use our potions. But you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch Nectar out front here, and we are going to battle this one trainer. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so Nectar actually grew 2 levels from that battle, which is very nice, but judging off of this guy's levels, and I know what levels Brock has, I am not confident fighting Brock right now with our current levels. I think Bulbasaur would be fine, but I do want to use George in the fight. So what I think I'm gonna do, because this episode is getting a little bit long, sorry there wasn't too much happening in this episode, but we did fight Blue and we did make it through Viridian Forest. So off screen, I'm just going to level up George to level 11 so he can learn the move Karate Chop, which I think would definitely help us out, and then I think we'll be ready to fight Brock. So next time in Pokemon LeafGreen, we will be fighting Brock and then hopefully progressing more to the east. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.